The equipment check station is designed to assess candidates' ability to perform a basic safety check on some of the equipment used in routine anaesthetic practice. When you enter the station, the examiner will greet you and check your candidate number. The station often includes an anaesthetic machine. Please ignore the equipment until the examiner directs your attention to it, as there may be initial questions before the examiner addresses the specific equipment that you will be questioned about. It is accepted that there is no one brand or model of machine that is ubiquitous, and that candidates will be unlikely to know the specific machine in the station. Please be reassured that you will only be asked general questions using an anaesthetic machine as a model. Familiarity with the brand or make of anaesthetic machine is not essential or advantageous. Scenarios will often require you to perform a machine check, after which the examiner will ask you some supplementary questions.
You may not be familiar with this anaesthetic machine. There's a few points. This is the oxygen flush button here.
Okay.
These are the individual gas flow meters, and there is a single rotameter.
Okay.
Now, what I'd like you to do is check the breathing system for me. The anaesthetic machine is just to help you check the breathing system.
Okay. This is a Bain breathing system, which is a coaxial system. I'd start by inspecting it for any obvious defects or checking the connection to the anaesthetic machine.
A good candidate will explain what they are doing.
Close the APL valve and press the oxygen flush, ensuring that the bag fills and doesn't deflate over approximately 10 seconds. I then open the APL valve and ensure that the gas exits the bag appropriately, ensuring the integrity of the valve. For the second test, I would include...
A good candidate will have a systematic approach to checking any piece of equipment.
At the back, therefore proving that the inner circuit is not got any breaks in it. I would then, for the third test, again cover with my thumb, fill the bag slightly, take my thumb off, and again press the oxygen flush, and via the Venturi effect you can see that the bag empties.
Okay, now is this system safe to use?
Yes.
What fresh gas flow is required to achieve normal apnea in a 100 kilo patient with normal lungs having IPPV?
The requirement is 70 mils per kilo per minute, so for your patient it would be 7 litres per minute.
A good candidate will give a concise answer, including the units.
Now, you may not be familiar with this anaesthetic machine. I'm just going to point a couple of features out. This is the oxygen flush button.
Okay.
These are the controllers for the individual gas flows, and there is a single rotameter here showing your fresh gas outlet. What I would like you to do is to check the breathing system. The anaesthetic machine is just here to allow you to check the breathing system.
Okay. So this is the circle.
This the breathing system actually attached here.
I'm not so familiar with this one. I usually use the circle, but I've used it a couple of times. It looks okay.
A poor candidate will not explain what they are doing.
I could then check with some gas running through it.
No, it's okay. We're not checking the machine, just the breathing system.
Oh, okay.
It is important that you actually do the check you are describing and not just say you would do it.
It seems to work when I put the oxygen flush.
Is this system safe to use?
I'd want to check that I could deliver 100% oxygen with it, so I'd want to analyse that.
A poor candidate will ignore the examiner and continue their checks. This will waste time within the station and may mean they do not finish the station.
Is this system safe to use?
I want to check the oxygen. I'm not sure.
What fresh gas flow is required to achieve a normocapnia in a 100 kilo patient?
At some point, the examiner may stop your check as they have some supplementary questions to ask you. This is to ensure you have the opportunity to get through the whole station and gain as many marks as possible. It's not uncommon for the station to finish before the allocated 5 minutes. Once the examiner has finished questioning you, you will not be permitted to go back to something you think you may have missed. The examiner cannot comment on a candidate's performance or on any other details of the scenario. If you feel that you have not performed as well as you would have liked, remember that there are no killer stations in the OSCE, and no candidate passes every station. Once you have finished a particular station, try not to dwell on it. Put it out of your mind and move on to the next station.